How's this stuff over here? Yeah. Hey, Cindy. My last bit of setup done real quick. Got any Halloween plans? No. Why not? Go trick-or-treating. You're never too old for trick-or-treating. So what? Like I said, you're never too old for trick-or-treating. Hey, Bigfoot Silver. Too much walking. Have your man dress up like a psycho killer. You dress up like a murder victim and have him roll you around in a wheelbarrow. That can be your joint costume. That way you don't have to walk. And you just say, throw the candy in the barrel. Oh, whoops. My bad. I forgot to change it. There you go. It should update in a second. I just changed it. I knew I forgot something. All right, we're going to go in here in a couple minutes, just giving folks a chance to filter in. How about you, Bigfoot? Doing anything for Halloween? Yeah, hopefully it goes well. It's a lot of work going into it, so hopefully the work pays off. The slab sale coming up in November. Yeah, we still got to finish photographing them all and getting the... I'm going to try and get that done and get the second video done up this week. And get that posted up, and then getting the catalog put together and all that fun stuff. Hey, Amy. Quit texting while you're driving. Hopefully you were at least at like a stoplight or something. Just hanging out waiting for the grandkids. Speak to Teds. As long as you're being safe. Yeah, we're gonna have kind of a mini slab sale of our own next week. We picked up a bunch. Got a couple tonight. Alright, so just a reminder to everybody, the coin video seminar is in just shy of 2 weeks. So if you wanted to take part in that, doing a stream, make sure you contact Ken and let him know. Myself included, I still haven't emailed him yet because I haven't figured out what I'm going to do yet. But I'll get it worked out. So that's going to be... I think it's the 8th through the 11th. Let me double check. I want to make sure I give you guys right information on that. Over to Ken's blog.
Yeah, it says 8th through the 10th.
8th through the 10th. And I'll put the link in the chat. So there's the link to Ken's blog, so you can go look at the schedule as it stands right now, see where your time slot can fit in, what works for you. Still need a lot of slots, so if you're interested in doing a video, definitely get a hold of him. Try and fill this thing up. Looks like my slot's still open, so I'll have to hit him up soon. Mama Bigfoot calling. Well, you don't want her grumpy. Alright. Thursday. We will not be on Thursday because that's our wedding anniversary and we're not working on that day.
And Halloween.
Yeah, and it's Halloween. So yeah, we will not be doing a stream this Thursday. We will be back next Monday. So, all right. Let me grab a drink real quick. Well, thank you, Cindy. Get a red line, so I'm going to take care of that real quick before we start on the... All right, there we go. Now we're green. All right. So it's the end of the month, so when it hits the end of the month, we kind of like to do cheaper items. So that's going to be kind of the theme tonight. Still have some good items, some higher end items for those of you that are interested in them. But we like to take it easy on your pocketbook because we know all the bills are coming up. So the first item we're doing tonight, we got a proof set, and I need to raise this camera up. Back this light off a bit. Oh, there we go. This is a 1987. Let me focus. Oh, there we go. 1987 proof set. And this one we're looking for $4. By the way, these sets, if you're trying to get kids or even older people into collecting, give them a proof set. That will get them into it. If that doesn't get them into it, then
There's something wrong with them.
getting them into it is going to be tough. So that, but you know, and mint says too. That's good ways to get people into it to begin with, and especially if you know people that were born in that year. You know, get them kind of their birth year set starting up. And of course, if you want to build the best looking American coin set, or modern coins especially, you can't do any better than proofs. You know, these things are specifically designed to be the best looking coins. All right, we're going last call, $4. Yeah, why am I red again?
Wearing out.
I'm going to leave it. Hopefully it'll clear up on its own. All right, we're going to move on. If anybody decides they want that, let me know. Next up, we got some silver. Nice little silver bar. 1 ouncer. Really pretty design. Proof finish. Awesome looking eagle design. And this one is going for $21.
That was pretty.
Yeah, that's a really nice design. That's why I grabbed it, because as soon as I saw that design, I was like, I bet somebody out there is going to like that. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but whoever did the carving for that, they kind of dropped the ball on that. We show you that under the scope.
Like camel.
You know, it reminds me of that. If anybody saw the movie Stargate, when Kurt Russell's character wakes up to that weird animal licking him, that's kind of what that reminds me of. I don't know if that was supposed to be a horse or a donkey, but luckily you got that gorgeous eagle on the other side. Last call, $21. Switch back to the overhead. See what silver is real quick. $17.84. Not bad. Apparently, it's supposed to be like a silver hike coming soon, according to all the experts. All right, we're going to move on. I'm going to clear this red bar out again. Give me a sec. All right. Now we're green again. All right. Next up is for anybody who needs airtights. If you get the list, don't pay attention to the list. They're all supposed to say 20. I just forgot to change them because I just did a drag down. So it's actually, there's 7 bags of 20 airtights. They come in these neat little United States Commemorative Gallery little drawstring bag. They're silver dollar size. $7 per bag. That's less than 50 cents per airtight. Got 7 of them available. All of them come in the little bag. So you get the neat little drawstring bags on all of them. That was a good price if you get airtights for under 50 cents. Especially the silver dollar size. But, all right, we're going to move on to the next one. So you guys know these are here. So if you decide you need any, just let me know. And again, there's 7 available. So first come, first serve.
7. I thought that was 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh.
All right. So we're going to move on to the Morgan dollars. Starting with 1880 New Orleans in AU. Attributed by Mr. Rick Snow. Still sealed in his holder. Do I know your balance? Let me look. I don't know right off the top of my head, but I always keep a record of it. I never added on for Thursday. So doing. Oops. You're at $20. Is your credit, Miss Cindy? $20 plus whatever you make tonight. Hey, get out of my way. Let me bring this back down so we get closer in on this thing. Bring the light back over now that we're not looking at proofs. There we go. Alright, so 1880 New Orleans, AU, looking for $40. So that would be considered to be one of the better Dayton mints of the series. Not like key date or anything by any means, but one of the bit better dates. Any takers? Don't forget, everybody, you are allowed to talk. We are a chat-friendly auction/sale. So have fun, commune, joke, ask questions, make fun of me. I'm sure I make it easy. Hello to all my lurkers out there. Hope you're all doing well. Does anybody out there got any Halloween plans? There'll be somebody out there who's going to do something fun. All right, last call. Hey, John. How are you? Moving on. Next up is the 1891 San Francisco in AU. Again, we are looking for $40. This is another one of the better Dayton mint marks. And this is one we actually don't get that often. Ooh, downlight. Calm that glare down. That's better. Looking for $40, anyone? 1891 San Francisco. If there's any football fans out there, who's shocked by the San Francisco 49ers this year, man? 7-0, undefeated. Nobody saw that coming. All right, last call on this one. And we are moving on. Over here. Next item. We got a 1902 New Orleans. This is another date we don't get to offer very often. And Gem AU. Attributed by Mr. Rick Snow. And again, for anybody who doesn't know who Rick Snow is, he literally wrote the book on Flying Eagle and Indian Sense. And anytime he puts Gem on something, that means that if you were to send this in to get it graded, it would get a 67 or higher. Check that beauty out. Or in the case of AU, it would be a 57 or higher. Or so it'd be basically like a 58, the AU 58. If he says choice, that means it's going to get the... And this one's going to Amy. Congrats, Amy. Anytime he puts choice on something, here's your offers, by the way. Then that means it's going to get at least a 64 or higher. Or a 54 or higher, or whatever grading block it's in. Alright, and another date we don't get to offer very often. Hey, Jeeping John. Can't hear your work, but we'll pop in periodically. Get to work, slacker. He said he can't hear me, so. But this is another date we don't get to offer very often. This is a 1904 New Orleans in AU. Beautiful. So we got a lot of luster on there. Someday I'll be able to afford to start actually building a Morgan collection, but not yet. Looking for $35, anyone? 1904 New Orleans in AU. All right, we're going to move on. If anybody decides you want any of those Morgans, let me know. They will be here.
Okay. There you go. Sprinkle.
Thank you.
How about you?
Love you too.
Hi, everybody.
I have a person behind me. All right. Now we got some peace dollars going on. Blowing these out at 22 bucks a piece for some VFs. Starting with a 1934 plain date and very fine. 22 bucks. Cindy says hi.
I saw.
Any takers at 22 bucks. Last call. All right, we are moving on. Next. It's a 1935 plain date in VF. 22 bucks. What'd you do if you were out trick-or-treating and somebody threw a peace dollar in your bag? If you're a little kid, you probably wouldn't even know what the heck just happened. You'd be like, really? They give me $1? I'd be trying to remember which house that was and seeing how many different costumes I could come up with. Just keep hitting that house over and over and over. Last call, 22 bucks. Ken probably turns his lights off.
Huh?
Puts a sign out that says, stay away. All right. Last call on this one.
One or two.
With the chicken breast. Right?
I think there's a thigh in there. And a breast.
Probably do too. There's a lot of that to bone. Sorry, answering a food question. Alright, we are moving on. Alright, next up I got two of these available. These are 1935 San Francisco's in VF. Kind of have that cool dark toning going on. There's number one. There's a number two. Got a little bit of something going on right there. $22 each. I'll do a deal tonight if anybody wants all three dates. So the 34 plain date, the 35 plain date, and one of the 30S's or 35S's, I'll do them for $20 each. If you get all three of the dates. So it'll be $60 for the three. Heck yeah, that's a good price for peach dollars. $20 each. That's not bad at all. Indeed, it is. 35S is a key date of the series. Oh, this one did fine. My bad. Joe Durbin will do the three, so I'm making sure he gets the VF one. I just realized this one's in fine, so yeah, I'll do $20 on this one. So I just realized it's a fine, not a VF. All right. Oh, by the way, I got a question for you guys here in a second. I'm gonna get some feedback from y'all. I'm marking the names. Joe. One second. And he's getting those at $20 each. All right. All right, so any interest in this one at $20? Hey, Hidden. All right, so I wanted to ask you guys. I have the I can't talk. I have the ability right now to grab some brilliant uncirculated 1922 and 23s for the peach dollars. They're the plain dates. So I figured I'd throw it out there to you guys if any of you would be interested in those if we were to grab them. All right, we are going to move on. Next up, we got a commemorative dollar. Silver proof. This is the 1993 San Francisco James Madison silver proof dollar. And that's actually a typo. That's supposed to say $25. So this is actually $25. That would be nothing hidden. I got a crusty old nickel I could throw in your box for free. Looks like it spent 12 years in a puddle while being ran over. So this is 90% silver. Beautiful deep cameo. Hey, come on. The bubble gum will come right off. Any takers on this one? There were not a lot of these minted. Let's see if I can pull that number up real quick. Oh, that's the 50 cents. I need the dollar. All right. Yeah, mintage on this was only 534,000. So not a whole lot of these going on. On the reverse is the Montpelier building. Last call at 25. Not sure what Montpelier is. I'm not super big up on the history of American buildings. But look, my look's basically the same look all the time. All right, moving on. Next up, we got a quarter. Did not get to the foreign yet. They're coming up in a little bit. This is the only quarter of the night, I think. Yeah. 1920 San Francisco Standing Liberty quarter in fine. Attributed by Mr. Snow. This one's going for 25 bucks. The name of the house, is that like the house he grew up in or something? Yeah. I'll put this under the scope. It's still sealed in his holder. I don't want to take it out right now. But there you go. $1920 San Francisco. Semi-key date of the series. She's in progress, Aiden. She finally got back into physical therapy, so we're hoping that'll help. But she hasn't been able to work for 2 weeks. She's just in too much pain. But we are doing everything we can to get her better. Last call. You and me both, man. I'm sure there's something magical I could do here that would, at least give her some relief. She tried that. It didn't work. She had the vape oil and the balm. All right, moving on. Go back to the overhead now, because now we got some slabs. Well, pretty soon we're going to have some slabs. Actually, I should have kept it on the scope for just a second. Because, yep, we got some Merc Dimes. Jim BU full band. Oop, wrong one. This one. 1943 Denver. Gem uncirculated, full band, attributed by Mr. Snow. Check that beauty out. Looking for 25 bucks. Yeah, this thing looks like it was minted yesterday. Looking for $25, anyone? At the whip pointer. Excuse me. Last call. All right, moving on. To the 1944 San Francisco Choice uncirculated full band. And if you remember what I told you about Rick Snowlingo, Choice BU in Rick Snowspeak means that this thing would grade for 67 or higher. You're 5 years old and you see the B-units. The Boonus. Hidden Seas the Boonus. Yeah, that is pretty. Over 25 bucks, anyone? By the way, on this one, if you were to send this in and get it graded, and it did grade out at a 67, which if we're not, if we're sitting on it for too long, I might consider doing. Let me bring it up again. This is the 44 Denver. All right. 44 San Francisco, excuse me. 44 San Fran at a 67. Where'd you go? Would be 69 bucks. If you got lucky and it got a 68, it would be $475. That's based off of Numista or Numis Media. Yeah, I don't know why that's doing that recently. We have more than enough internet speed and computer speed to be able to do that. It's just being dumb recently. Last call. By the way, all those little streaks that you're seeing down by God We Trust, those are on the plastic, not the coin. I don't need a new laptop, Hidden. I've bought 2 new computers in the past 8 months. I don't need another one. And even if I did, I'm a computer tech too. I would just build my own. All right, moving on. Yeah, dude, I went to college for that. I've told you that like 5 times. Now I need the overhead. All right, now we've got some Silver Jeffersons coming for you. This one is a 1950 Denver PCGS MS64. And this one is going to Cindy. Congrats, Cindy. Cindy. And the next one, 1958 Roosevelt Dime MS64. And Cindy's jumping right on this one as well. So 2 slabs going to Miss Cindy. All right. Next up, we got some war nickels. And these are ranging between VF and AU, except for one that's fine. And I'm going to go through these pretty quick. So if anybody wants one of these, go ahead and jump on it. I don't know how well the camera is going to show these. But we're starting out with apparently a typo on the list. This is actually a VF. 42 San Francisco and very fine. Looking for $3. And it's supposed to say VF, not EF. That was my bad. Oh. Fix that on here real quick. Oh yeah, there are two of these available in VF. And actually, they're supposed to be $2 each. So $2, not $3. I had that one all screwed up. Let's start over. This is a 1942 San Francisco in VF for $2. So that is the first one. And this is the second one. $2 each. It's not bad for a war nickel. Got one going to Foo Dog. Which one do you want, Foo Dog? You want that one or that one? Or do you care? Calm down, camera. Shipping is $4. But of course, if that's all you get, we'll hold your package until you can, like, fill it up some. That way you're maximizing your shipping, if you'd like. All right, moving on. Next up is a 43 Philadelphia. In AU. And we do have two of these available. And these are $4 a piece. That's the first one. And here is the second one. $4 each. Can't go wrong for an AU war nickel for $4. Last call. I'm trying to clear out this red bar again real quick. There we go. Now we're green again. Alright, we're going to move on. All right, we've also got the same Philadelphia 43 in extremely fine. There's 3 of these available at $3 each. There's a number 1. There's a number 2. And there's a number 3. $3 each. Anybody interested? These are very good examples of war nickels, for sure. You can still see the bit of that luster on there. That gives it the EF-edness. So it might actually be an AU, but I thought there was a little too much wear on the hair to call it an AU, so I call it an EF. All right, we're going to move on. If anybody wants one of those, let me know. All right, we also got a little cheapy one. Because this was just in fine. And it's got a scratch. So pretty much we're just selling this as a piece of silver. For $1. Probably going to make myself go red again. But I'm going to pull up Coinflation real fast. Let's see, the current melt price of a war nickel is exactly $1. You're getting this for exactly at melt. You're getting a silver war nickel at melt. Wow. Nobody wants it at melt. All right. We'll move on then. All right. Next up, we've got a 44 San Francisco in a very fine. We're going for $2. Hey, Rich. How are you today? Hey, 3 of the 4 Morgans are still available, Rich, if there were dates you were needing. Just FYI. And this one's going to Foo Dog. Congrats, Foo Dog. And the last of the War Nickels is a 45 Philadelphia and extremely fine. $3. That was a 1880 New Orleans, 1891 San Francisco, and a 1904 New Orleans, all AUs. Still available. Still got some more nickels that are in AU that are available that didn't sell. Heck, even the one that I put on for Melt didn't sell. All good. Last call. Yeah, Cindy. Cindy doesn't know anything about Morgans. Not at all. Nothing. She's not even sure what a Morgan is. Do we have any BU Morgans? Not right now. Just AUs. All right, we're moving on. Anybody wants any of those War Nickels, let me know. They will be here. Now, we got a key date going on. This is a 1931 San Francisco and fine. This is one of the key dates of the Wheat Cent series. We'll bring that down a little closer. And that's a dark coin to bring the light up. Focus. Wrong way. Come on, work with me. There we go. That's a little better. Alright. I'm just going to do it on the scope. There we go. 1931 S Wheat Cent. In fine condition. Looking for $45. And if anybody knows 31S's, how often have you ever seen a 31S in any grade go for under $50? Well, here's your shot at one to fill that slot for $45. Any takers? Last call. This is $15 below gray sheet, guys. Don't miss out. All right, moving on. Next up, see if I get it out the bag. We got the 2009 Professional Life Lincoln Cent, clean date, graded, MS67 red by Annex. Looking for $20. Less than half of list for this grade. Oh, come on, focus. There we go. Looking for $20, anyone? Anybody who likes stashing away the 2009s? Here's the way to do it. Pick this one up, you get it at half, actually less than half of list. The list on this one was $48. It's only ever going to go up in price. And then to go with that, we've also got the 2009 Denver MS67 red. This one's going for $45. List on this one is $96. If anybody wants both of these, I'll knock $5 off and do $60 for the pair. Hey, Ramon. So if anybody wants the pair, I will do the pair at $60. Almost $150 value. Any takers? You see people digging through all these rolls of the 2009s. This is what they're looking for. They're looking for coins that will grade 67 or higher. I was supposed to leave your phone in the boss's truck. Here, let me actually show you these. That way you guys don't have to take my word for it. Pull these up on Numis Media real quick, which will probably make me flip out online for a second here. Since it's being dumb recently. Let me kick over to browser view real fast. You can see we're on Numis Media. Go way down. All right. 2009 presidency in red, or not presidency, professional life in red to Denver. Oops, I have it on the wrong tab. This one stops at 65. Give me a sec. I'm going to kick over to 66 through 70. There we go. Hello. One sec. Hello. Oh, all right. Stupid junk mail calls. In the middle of the stream, too. Come on. All right, here we go. Professional life, red for the plain date. And a 67, 35 bucks. So that's the one that's going for 20. I thought that was 45, not 35. So that one's going for 15 bucks under list. And then 85 bucks for MS67 red for the Denver. So I was off by 10 bucks on that one too. That's the other reason I pulled these up to show you guys. So just in case I'm remembering it wrong. So $110 in value between the two coins. That was one of those calls where they're like, please stop what you're doing now. Like, no, go away. But yeah, so there you go. 85 list for the Denver and 35 list on this one for the Philadelphia. So we're going to go last call on these. I'll even sweeten it up for the next 30 seconds. For the next 30 seconds, I'll go 55 bucks for the pair. So you're getting both of them $55, Rich. Both of them for less than the list value of just this one. $20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rich always waits to that last second. Go to Rich. I think he does that on purpose. All right. Let me mark that down real quick. Keep the numbers straight. All right. Next item up. I got 3 of these available. You remember back in 2017 for the special anniversary for the Philadelphia Mint was the only year the P Mint mark was ever put on the pennies, and according to them, the only year it ever will. Well, here are 3 unopened rolls. These are all BU unopened rolls of 2017 P. Lincoln cents. $3 each. And I believe it will be the only year because by the time they have another anniversary that big, I doubt they'll even be making pennies. They'll probably have gone the way of the Canadian penny. Not being made anymore. Welcome back again. $3 per roll. Anybody? 2017 Philadelphia's. BU rolls, the only year the P was ever put on the penny. These are another thing that as the years go by, these are only ever going to go up in value. Because all the ones out there in circulation are getting wrecked. I'm going to kill my red line real quick. There we go. We have 3, Ramon. Only 3 available. At $3 each. All right, Ramon wants all 3. Congrats, sir. Mark that down real quick. Ramon. Right. Next up, I gotta find it real quick. There it is. I've got 2 USA Philippines packs. So these are, of course, from when the United States owned the Philippines, which makes these United States coins. These are the U.S. coins a lot of people may not even know exist or forgot existed. All right, both these packs are the same. It's going to be starting off. The grades may vary a bit. But you're going to be starting off with the 44 San Francisco, 50 centavos, 75% silver in AU. Glare. So that's the first coin. Second coin, 1945 Denver, 10 centavos. Forgot to put a grade on this one. But looking at it, I say that's an AU. 75% silver. Forgot to write that on there too. I forgot to label a lot of these. 44 Denver, 10 centavos AU. 75% silver. A 45 Denver, 25 or 20 centavos in AU. 75% silver. No, I've just got a lot going on. And then a 44 Denver, 20 centavo. And that one actually looks like a BU. Let's see the back of that one. Yeah, that's a BU. 75% silver. And the 44 San Francisco, 1 centavo. Copper. And extremely fine. She's hanging in there, Ramon. She's still in a lot of pain. She's finally back into the physical therapy, so we're hoping that'll help. All right, so again, these are $15 per set. Here's the second one. Here's your 44S, 50 centavo, 75% silver. There's your 45 Denver, 20 centavo, 75% silver. 44 Denver, 20 centavo, 75% silver. Hey, coin digging. 1945 Denver, 10 centavo. 44 Denver, 10 centavo. And your 44 San Francisco, 1 centavo. So 2 sets of these available, looking for $15 per set. You're getting 5 silver coins and 1 copper. These are the part of the USA coins that a lot of people, like I said, forget we even have. But if you look at all of them, they all say United States of America. And these were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. $15, 6 coins, 5 of them are silver. It's like $10 or $11 just in melt for these little packs. So you figure just that one alone, which is the biggest one out of the packs. 75% silver, the size of an American small dollar. All right, last call on these. Uh-oh, Hidden. He knows what you did last Friday. All right, we're going to move on. If anybody decides you want one of those sets, let me know. You're missing out. These things are fantastic coins. Great, great, great part of the U.S. coin series that has been forgotten. All right, now we're into some foreign coins. Starting off with a Britain's First Decimal Coins. It's a neat little book. Gives you information about when all of the coins changed over. different info about them. And then, of course, you get the coins. This is going for $3. Let me pop this out so you can see the other side. And that's just the Queen Elizabeth side. You want to see the interesting side. So you got your halfpence, your 5 pence, your 1 pence, your 10 pence, and your 2 pence. All of these are brilliant uncirculated. And all of these are the first year that the denomination switched over to the decimal system, which is the system we use for anybody who's not aware. So you got 1968, 71, 71, I think that's a 68, and 71. Last call, $3. And Cindy's defense, y'all don't exactly live close. And it kind of comes in a neat little book with the information about it. It's only $3. Very neat little set for $3. Alright, we're going to move on. If anybody decides you want that, let me know. Alright, next up we got a mint set, Canadian style. Bring this up a bit. There we go. Knock this light down a bit because it's glaring it out like crazy. Focus. There we go. Alright, so this is the 2003 Canadian mint set. Which is a cool thing because you get the $2 coin, or the toonie. And no, that's not an elephant, that's a polar bear. That's the bimetal polar bear toonie from Canada, $2 coin. And then you also get the loonie in this set. And of course the nickel, the penny, before, because this is before they discontinued them. The dime, the quarter, and the $half. And this one's going at only $10. So again, this is the 2003 Canadian mint set. Looking for $10. Welcome back, Amy. So you got your loonie, your toonie, your $half, quarter, dime, penny, and nickel. Only $10. Last call. Moving on. What are we on next? All right, next we got an oldie. We got an oldie attributed by Rick Snow. 1937, Canadian dollar and AU. This thing is beautiful. Let me get closer. Yeah. Focus. There we go. 80% silver from 1937 in AU condition. 35 bucks. Sorry. Still sealed in Rick's holder. That puppy is an oldie. Oh yeah, this thing is great. I don't even have this here. Unfortunately, I can't afford to keep it. It gets to go to one of you guys. For $35, anyone? Yeah, there weren't a lot of these minted. Not at all. I'm not even sure what the $1937 mintage was, but I can guarantee you it was probably very low. Probably under 100,000. Because you got to think of the time period, 1937. How many people had enough money to ever have a dollar? Amy's at her limit. She has to behave now. $241,002. That too is very important. And how many of those you figure have survived this long that haven't been melted down? That's the one downside for foreign coins, is trying to find anything for, like a, potential survival like American coins have. Very, very difficult. All right, last call. Yeah, I'm sure. I know Amy's sitting at home just drooling on this thing. Like, I wish I could have it. It's Madam Canada, as I call her. If you haven't seen Amy's channel, she does a lot of Canadian stuff. Go check her out. Hit her up. Give her a sub. Show her some love. Shh. I deny everything. Ignore the flashing red light. All right, we're moving on. All right, next up, I got some sets. These are what are called Tomback nickels from Canada. So Canada had 4 years that they needed nickel for the war effort back in the 40s. So the first 2 years, they made what were called the tomback nickels. And tomback is actually the type of bronze mixture that was used for the coins. That's the name of the mixture the planchets made out of. So they did a 1942, which still had the classic Canadian beaver on it. And they did a 1943, which has the victory device on it. And these are the ones that have the Morse code around the edge on the reverse that says, "We win when we work willingly." All right, so these are going for $4 per set. You're getting both coins, the 42 and the 43. And I have 4 sets available. For $4, anyone. 4 sets available. $42 and $43 tomback nickels from Canada. Last call on these. All right, moving on. So the next one, I've only got 2 available. And these were the other 2 years that Canada, again, needed the nickel for their war effort. They were using it to make armor. So these were the chrome-plated steel years. 1944 and 45. Chrome-plated steel. Both with the victory device. Again, these are $4 for the set. And I have 2 sets of these available. And just like the tombacks, these have that Morse code around the back for the victory theme. Back from World War II. Last call on these. All right, moving on. Next up, I'm going to switch to the scope for these. So I'm going to go through these a little quick. And these are some of the really old Canadian nickels. Starting off with a 1922. Looking for $4 each on these nickels. So every one of these we go through for these older nickels are going to be $4 a piece. Starting with the 1922. King George V on the other side there. It's George the Older. This is the old original design for the Canadian nickels before they switched it over. Yep, these things are 100% nickel, unlike American coins. All right, moving on. Again, I'm going to go through these a little quick. Next up is the 1923, $4. And by the way, these things are in good condition. These things, I would give these definitely probably between VF and EF on all of them. $4. 1923. All right, moving on. Next up is 1927. Looking for $4. Moving on. Next up is 1928. Coin Dig In wants the 1923. All right. 1923 is going to Coin Dig In. As he thinks this one looks way better than his. Mark that real quick. By the way, if anybody wants your packages held to maximize shipping, make sure you let us know. All right, so this is the 1928. You got a slick. Well, you'll definitely be able to do better than a slick with that one. For sure. All right, moving on to 1929. Yeah, pretty slick, barely a date. This one is pretty darn close to AU. This one might actually be AU. I mean, I'm still seeing a bit of luster moving around there. If it's not an AU, it's definitely like, you know, an EF 48. It's like tippy top of the EF. It'd be like your EF plus. Again, $4. Respect the stash. All right, moving on. Next up is a 1930. Looking for $4. Anyone? All right, moving on. 1931. $4. Moving on to 1933. Out there. Go away. There we go. Get that debris out of there. All right, moving on, and the last year of these that we've got available is the 34. Last call on all of these. If anybody wants all 8 of the remaining nickels, all 8 years that are remaining, I'll do them for $3 each. So $24 for all 8. It's a savings of $8. Those years again being 22, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 33, and 34. All right, we are going to move on. Switch back to the overhead real quick. All right, we got some BU rolls from Canada for the small cents. Starting off with the 1963s. We've got 3 rolls available. Woo. All brilliant uncirculated 1963 Canadian small cents. I have not checked these for the hanging 3. The hanging 3 could very well be in there. Wrong way. Focus. Focus. There you go. Brilliant uncirculated. And Cindy says there's a die clash on this particular coin. Or are you just saying that the hanging 3? Yeah, the hanging 3 is a die clash. It would be Victoria's chin, or Elizabeth rather, Queen Elizabeth's chin, outlined right there, where the 3 is, which makes it look like the 3 is kind of on a hanger. That's what the hanging 3 is. $5 per roll. Full BU rolls. Only 3 available. Last call on these. Keep in mind with Canadian cents, they're not made anymore. And they were pretty low mintage when they were made. So what's out there is what is out there. And a lot of the Canadian collectors are trying to get, and even the banks even, are trying to get all of the, or as many as they can at least, of the Canadian coins back up into Canada. And I've even heard some of the penny coin roll hunters give you the good one. They're all good. And I've even heard some of the penny coin roll, I'll give you the middle one. The penny coin roll hunters saying that, you know, they're noticing a lot less Canadians in their boxes now. Even the guys up north. You know, those Canada bordering states have been noticing that the number of Canadians in the boxes is starting to drop. All right, we're going to move on. We got one of those going to Ramon. Hey, Bill. How are you tonight? Mark that real quick. Got Ramon. All right. And next up, Cindy's already got up there. Same thing, except this time 1964. Again, 3 available, but this time 1964 BU rolls from Canada. 20 gallons of them. Quit hoarding. You should actually go through those. You might have some really good stuff in there. There you go, 1964 Brilliant Uncirculated. 3 rolls. $5 each. Gonna go last call on these. And then after these, I am gonna step away for a moment. We're gonna take a short break. And Rich wants one of the 64s. Congrats, Rich. All right, we're going to move on, and I will be right back. So take a minute, stretch, grab a drink, use the bathroom, whatever you got to do. Because that's what I'm doing. And then we'll get into the rest. So I got some foreign silver coming. Still got a lot of cool stuff coming. It'll be fine. Alright, I'm back. Alright. So this is kind of a cool bundle. This is a 10-pack from the 1700s and 1800s. In no particular order, I'm just going to go through them here real quick. So we're starting out with this is a 10 centimos from Spain from 1878. Blurry a little. There we go. So that's the first coin. And then we got another 10 centimos from Spain. This one's from 1879. And then we've got a Chinese cash coin. This is a 1 cash from the Qin Dynasty. The Qianlong Tong Bao is the inscription that's on this side. And this is from between 1736 and 1794. Next up is a British large cent. This is a Queen Vicky 1885. Next up, from Italy. This is from the 1860s. There's actually no date on this coin. It's a 10 centimi. But when I looked up and did the research on it, it said these were only minted in the 1860s. The date normally would have been right there. Will do, Cindy. Or Cindy. Amy. Will do, Amy. Alright, next coin in this bundle is a 10 centimes from Spain from 1870. And then we've got a 10 centimes from France, 1854. So that's Napoleon Bonaparte on that coin. And then from Austria, we've got an 1885 1 kroner, or cruiser rather. And that thing is in VF.
It is very shiny.
And then you got an 1893 20 Heller from Austria. in good condition, but it does have a dent in it. Looks like somebody tried to do a punch through it. But other than that, it is in you know, all the devices are very crisp. And the final coin of this bundle is from Hungary. And it is an 1897 2 filler. So this bundle is going for 25 bucks. Which, by the way, is way less than what all of these are worth.
Yeah.
Looking for $25 for this set. This is a nice old pack of world history right here. Let me show you that Austrian one under the scope. It's that one that's in VF. Check that out. Looking for 25 bucks, anyone? Here's that one from Hungary. 1897. Yeah, some of these foreign designs were really good.
It's funny how
This one, again, just has that dent up top, but other than that, I mean, you see how good the devices look on it. Not a lot of wear on this one at all. All right, last call on these. That one from France, 1853 Napoleon. Or 1854, sorry.
it is kind of worn.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely worn, but, I mean, think about how old this thing is.
Yeah.
And it's copper.
Yeah, and that dude has a beard.
Oh, yeah, it was Napoleon. Napoleon's known for his beard. All right, we're going to move on. If anybody decides they want that set, let me know. Oh, by the way, that box of the 100 silver foreign coins is still available from a couple shows ago. If anybody was still interested in it, 350 bucks for the box. 100 silver coins. Every coin is different. I didn't figure out the silver weight in that box, but I can tell you the box itself weighs well over a pound. Am I close to doing the reals? I am getting close to doing the reals. But right now we're on Panama. soon as I grab the right stack. All right. Next up, we're in Panama. Some silver for you. This is a 1/10 Balboa. VF details. Does have a plugged hole right there. 90% silver. But because of that plugged hole, this one's going for $2. 900. Just like Van Halen. Another coin that is pretty much right at melt. This one's going to Cindy. Congrats, Cindy. All right, next up, we got a quarter Balboa from 1947. And very fine, 90% silver. So we're going for $5.
Hi, Mom.
For $5, anyone? It's too bad I can never get Shay over here. Because he collects Balboas. He'd be able to pick up a lot of stuff from us for his Balboa collection.
And Ramon will take it.
Go to Ramon. Congrats, sir. Next up, we got a 1953 quarter Balboa in extremely fine, $7. I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not. It does have a slight bit of toning going on. Scope doesn't really like to pick up toning. And this is going into Alden. How you been, Alden? I haven't seen you around in a bit. Hopefully you're doing well.
Eat.
Whatever. We'll know what it is. Alright. Next up, I got a 1962 quarter Balboa in extremely fine. This one's going for $6. And again, just a reminder to everybody, we will not be on Thursday because A, Halloween, B, it's our wedding anniversary. We got married on Halloween. And this one's going to Alden. Congrats, Alden.
Let's show you the reverse.
That is the reverse.
Or the
Showing
obverse.
the obverse. There's your obverse. Oh. All right. And one last coin from Panama.
He's cooking me a lamb dinner.
I'm cooking your lamb. You're at home. We can't really go do anything because of her neck. Alright, this one is a 1962 1/10 Balboa. Brilliant uncirculated. $6. 90% silver, beautiful BU. That thing has got some bling. Alden is buying it. Congrats, Alden.
Hi, Joe.
There's some more Panama. I'm going to the Alden Davis collection. I forgot to put the last one. All right. Next up, we're going into Austria now. And we are starting with, every country has those coins that are just like, they're considered the key dates or the hard to gets. And this is one of those for Austria. And I want to see if I can't get a clear shot of the whole coin, because this coin is amazing. But this is the 1966 50 shilling. Or the 1960, rather. Oh, wait. Hang on. I'm out of order. Wow, these are all out of order. 1 second. I need to fix these. 96. All right, so the rare one will be in a minute. 66, 66, 65, 68. All right, at least they're in date order now, so I'll just pay attention to the list. All right, so that one will be up in a minute. All right, so we're actually starting off with a 5 shilling. So I'm going to go back to the scope for a moment. I'm organized, really I am not. So this is actually one of the most popular designs of Austrian coins. This is the 1965 shilling. 64% silver. This one is in AU condition.
That's a 60.
60. 1960. My brain is gone. And this one is going for $23. Believe it or not, that's like half of the list.
Right?
So yeah, this is still one of those semi-key dates of the Austrian coin series for the 5 shilling. Good for $23, anyone? This is actually one of the countries that I'm actively collecting. I really like the Austrian coins. But we are going to go last call on this one. Oh, hang on. I realized I messed up. $23 is the full NGC list price on this coin. And I accidentally put that as the price on it. Which, as you guys know, I never do that. I always put it for less than the list. So I'm going to drop this one live right now. I'm going to say 10 bucks. NGC list price is 23. I'm going to go 10. So 10 bucks. This one just dropped 13 bucks. That's how we do it here. You profit off my mistakes. Excuse me. I'm going to have to keep an eye on the rest of these as I go through. Make sure I didn't accidentally do that on them. Still going to call it last call, though. Because we do need to move on. You can always buy a hidden. That would move it on. Alright. Gonna move on. So yeah, let me keep an eye on these, make sure I didn't actually do that. Alright, next up is the 1965 5 shilling. This one is actually priced correctly. So this is actually the proof coin. And we're looking for $15. Making sure I don't finger it up. Oh, 5 shilling proof. 64% silver. Flip it over. There's your horsey and cameo. Looking for 15 bucks. I would try and show this one on the overhead, but I know the light would just absolutely destroy the camera.
Thank you, Sandy.
Last call on this one. The horse looks pissed off. All right, moving on. All right, then next up is the same coin, except for this is the non-proof variety. This one's an extremely fine, and we're looking for 4 bucks. 64% silver. See, Austria's got some fantastic coins. And this one is going to Alden Davis. Grass Alden. Alright, next up. This is another one I accidentally put the list value on. So there you go, that's the list value by NGC for a BU. It's 28 bucks. We're going to cut it in half. This one's going to be 14 bucks. For the 1966 5 shilling in brilliant uncirculated. Looking for 14 bucks. This coin is gorgeous. Don't worry, Hidden, we'll get there. Right, last call in this one. 1966 5 shilling, 64% silver, brilliant uncirculated. 14 bucks. All right, moving on. All right, and next up we have that same coin, except this time it's an extremely fine, and it's 4 bucks. Got a little bit of schmutz on it. And this one is going to Alden Davis. Congrats, sir. Next up. All right, this is the one I was originally talking about. That's one of the harder to find. Kind of like a semi-key coin. So this is the 1966 50 shilling. This one's actually 90% silver. It's AU. And this one we're looking for 18 bucks. Check that puppy out. Just so I can get a little closer on it. So you can see it better. Oh, wrong way. It's about the size of an American half dollar. Maybe a little bit bigger. All the shield designs from Austria region.
Yeah.
And then there's your reverse. Austric National Bank, 1816 to 1966. So this one was the, what's the 150 years? The Sequicentennial, I think. Yeah, I was right. So, yep, this is their Sesquicentennial 50 shilling coin. In AU condition. 90% silver. Absolutely gorgeous design. Looking for 18 bucks. And you can see how shiny it is. The light's just nuking off of it. So we're going to turn that down a bit. That's as low as the light will go. Let's try a different color. Ah! Yeah. Alden's offering 15. Alden, I'll go 15 for you just because you've already picked up a few Austrias. I will do that for you. I'm going to do Alden a favor and do him for 15 to get this gorgeous coin into his collection. Your ass, Mr. Alden Davis. It's my Halloween gift to you. Next up, from 1973, we've got a 10 shilling from Austria. An extremely fine. Looking for 7 bucks. Will do, Alden. $64 silver. Looking for 7 bucks. Have a good night, Alden. Thanks for coming in, man.
Bye, Alden.
Last call on this one. All right, we're going to move on. All right, next up, we've got 2 of these available, but they are slightly different. They're the Olympic Series coins. They're both 1976. They're both 100 shilling. But the first one is the Innsbruck Brilliant Uncirculated. $100 shilling. Look at that beautiful shine. 64% silver. These are, they're bigger than a $50. That is gorgeous. And we are looking for 12 bucks. Hayden's got to go see if he's got this one or not. Hang on, let me go look. Yeah, now he wants us to wait, of course.
Right?
Quick, everybody hide while he's gone.
I'm hiding.
No waiting.
Okay, Hidden, we gave you a minute.
That is the other side. This is as good as I can get it without the light nuking it. Yeah, he made his way for you. You better get it. Rich was trying to tell me not to wait.
Okay, Hidden's in fun.
Alright, this one's going to Hidden. Alright, so that was the Innsbruck. And from that same series, get Hidden on here real quick. Also in Brilliant Uncirculated, we have the Ski Jump. From the 1976 Olympic Series coins. Kind of an interesting design.
Yeah. I like that side better than the other side.
Again, looking for 12 bucks. Hidden, I'll go 10 just because you're you. So this one's going to Hidden for 10 bucks. Scratch Hidden. Got two beautiful Austria coins coming your way. All right, next we got a couple of coins from Lebanon. Now, if anybody buys these coins,
it will not say on your invoices.
When we invoice you on PayPal, it will not say Lebanon. It will just say foreign coin. The reason for that is because we have a trade embargo against Lebanon. So eBay will flag it if it says Lebanon. But we actually have two of these available.
And it's backwards.
This is number one. These are the 50 piastres. At 60% silver and very fine.
$5.
Looking for $5. Here's the first one. A very neat design, in my opinion.
eBay and PayPal are both the same way.
eBay owns PayPal, so it's pretty much the same thing. Have a good night, Joe. Thanks for coming in.
Joe.
So that's the first one. And this is the second one. Also in VF. So the first person who says Ben, as always, gets to pick which one you get. For $5 each, anyone. If you collect foreign silver, you are not often going to come across Lebanese coins. All right, last call on these two. By the way, if anybody's worried about it, they're not illegal to own. They're not even illegal to sell. They're just illegal to bring in anyone that aren't already here. So you can't like order more from them and have them shipped here. But PayPal still gets weird about it. Same with like, let's see, Syria, Cuba. I'd have to go look at the whole, there's a whole list. But Cuba, we're not even embargoed against anymore. We lifted that embargo. I don't even know why they care about Cuba anymore. You can get Cuban cigars now. Come on. All right, moving on. I should take a break just to mess with Hidden. All right. We're looking at reals now. Good old reals. All right. So this is a 1776 2 real from the land of Mexico. 90% silver. It's about good. It's got a bit of damage to it. I might blue screen in a minute. All right. Overhead's not wanting to work right now. It just keeled over. So I'll do my best. I wanted to show it better. Because it's kind of hard when you're close up to see that there is some detail going on. Yes, this is Carlos IV. And this is the one that's got the... Oh, wait, I don't know if this one does. It's the next one that I was looking at. But yeah, this is the Carlos IV. And it's got the Roman numeral 4. Or it might be the 3rd. Hang on, let me look it up. I want to be sure. It's 1776, 1776, 2 real. One second. No, it's not. Sorry, it's Carolus III. Depends on if I can get my camera to work again. I just tried to do it, and it flipped out. That's why I said I might blue screen soon. Let me unplug it, replug it in. It's the scratches you see right there. Hey, it's working again. That worked. And then it's got a little bit of corrosion on it. But, I mean, again, that's why you're getting it for 12 bucks. You know, you bring this thing up to even to a VG, this thing will probably be like 50, 60 bucks. All right, last call on this one for anyone. 1776. These are what we were spending in America before America had their own coins. All right, we're going to move on. Next up is a 1790, and this is Carolus IV, and it's the Roman numeral 4, the III, instead of the IV. There's both types. And 90% silver, and about good. And again, we're looking for $12. All things considered, this thing is not in bad condition. I mean, it's in about good, but it's still got a good amount of detail left. Looking for 12 bucks. All right, moving on. Next up, we got an 1813 1 real that has been hold. Somebody hold it for using it as a pendant or just, you know, having it tied to their clothing or something. 90% silver. And again, looking for 12 bucks. Yeah, for sure. This one you've actually got both pillars clearly visible. And I'll throw in a bundle deal for these. If anybody wants all three, both twos and the one, I'll do them for 30 bucks. The $12 one was the Austrian Innsbruck one. And the $10 one was the Austrian ski jump. Both 1976. 100 shillings. So yeah, 12 bucks a piece for these, or if somebody wants all three, I'll do all three for 30 bucks. That drops them to $10 each if you get all three. That is a steal for reals in any condition, especially from the 1700s. Last call. All right, moving on. Last item of the night is one of our fabled 100 foreign boxes for $15. As always. Oh, and Jeep and John is jumping right on it. We have another one of these available if anybody wants one. So we got one going to Jeep. If somebody else wants one, we've got another one. Okay, Jeep and John wants them both. Alrighty. These are going to Jeep and John. And by the way, just again a reminder. Hang on, give me a second. Let me grab the other one. That's going to put you at the $8 shipping, by the way, Jeep and John.
Yeah.
Just a reminder again, this is the 100 Foreigns XL box I was talking about. It's still available. It's $350. And like I said, yeah, Hayden, I can pop a few random ones and show them. I'm going to type it real quick for Jeep and John. All right, let me pop out a couple random from some different spots here. These things are really in here, so it takes a second. All right. There's a couple. It's a 1917
From France.
from France. 83.5% silver VF. And then here's a 1916 from France. One from. So there's a couple. Oh, Hidden's buying this for me. Why, thank you, Hidden. That was so generous of you. Here's one. It's a 10 marks 1972 J from Germany. 62.5% silver, brilliant uncirculated. And there's sixpence from Australia. 1934, 92.5% silver. And like I said, I don't know the weight on this box. I don't know how much silver is in this box. I know there's 100 coins. They're all different. And the box itself weighs over a pound. Here's one from Portugal. Here's one from Dominican Republic. That's a 90%er.
Yes.
Let me double check, Jeep and John.
If that's all he got, yes.
1901 Belgium. I don't think that is all he got. But I remember him getting something else. Nope, that is all he got.
Yeah. It's 722.4 grams.
Switch it to ounce.
Okay. $25.479 ounces.
Okay, so my wife just weighed that box. That's the XL box. Now, of course, you have to consider in the weight of the 2x2 or the flips and the box. But the weight comes out
That's
at
without the lid.
25.5 ounces is the total weight on that box altogether.
No, it's 26.664 with the lid.
With the lid is 26.6. So if anybody's ever interested in that box, that goes to show you there's a lot in there. But all right, was there anything else anybody wanted revisited? Rich, did you want to see the Morgans? Are you still out there? Yeah, okay. Let me dig them out. They're like in the bottom.
There you go.
All right. These are pretty. All right, the first one is a Rick Snow. It's the 1880 New Orleans in AU.
That's 40.
This one's 40 bucks.
Indian Suns, I don't believe so.
What?
We didn't have any Indians, right?
No, we did not do any Indian snake coin digging. We do have them, though. You know we always have them. We have a lot. In fact, we have one of these boxes, but bigger, full of Indians. We have a lot of Indians. Are you interested in this one, Rich? This one is the 1991 S in AU, or 1891. $40. And then here is the 1904 New Orleans AU. And this one is 35. And Ramon wants to see the Merc dimes. All right. And Rich is deciding if he wants all three. Give me a second, Ramon. All right. Well, Rich, while you're thinking that over, I'm going to show the merch to Ramon. Which means I need the scope for that. I've already got him at the lowest I can go, Rich, or I'll lose money. Where are they? There they are. All right. Here's for Ramon. It's a 1943 Denver Gem Uncirculated Full Band. $25. And then the 1944 San Francisco in Choice Uncirculated Full Band. Also $25. That's Rick Snowlingo. When he says choice, that means that if you were to send this in to get it graded, it would get a minimum of a 64. Or no. When he says choice, that means it would get a minimum of a 67. When he says gem uncirculated, that means it's going to get a minimum of a 64. She's here. She's just in the other room. You want the... You want this one? Ramon? Okay. Is that what is going through Ramon? As soon as I find it on the list. 44S. There it is. Ramon. All right.
You talking to me about me?
Hidden.
Hi, Hidden.
Now she's standing right here. Yeah, Amy. Jeep's bought 2 of them. So Jeeps has 2 of those 100 boxes coming at him. Is there anything else anybody wanted to see again?
I'll let. Oh, wait.
Hey, he wanted the XL one too, but he doesn't have the money for it. Because the 4 in XL box is $350.
You're still halfway.
Because it's over a pound of silver. It's about halfway full. Okay, Groindinger, we'll hold yours. Yep, all silver, all different coins, 100 of them. All right, Rich, where are you at on the Morgans? Yeah, it's a big price. Quick, everybody stop talking. Still thinking? Oh, I have something I wanted to show you guys. This is not for sale. I just wanted to show it to you. For any of you that are into toned coins. Where's the one? There's actually a couple of them. Yeah, check this puppy out. Actually, I'll do it over there.
Give up my needle.
Check that out.
He said he'll hold off for now.
You don't want any of them?
I like the Tommy on that side better.
I think it's crazy. And that one's got a bit. thought I had one more. That was like crazy. What? Let's drop that one. I guess not. But yeah, those are really cool. I like the coloring on those. I mean, I got a $50 with some cool coloring. That's kind of neat.
Yeah.
The back almost looks like camouflage.
Right?
But I thought those were cool, so I figured I'd show them to you guys. They're neat.
I found it.
There you go. Here's something everybody always freaks out whenever you guys see them. Ah! West Point. Huzzah! American Memorial Park, West Point.
No hidden. We said that those were not for sale. Really? Drop it. Keep picking it up. Keep dropping it.
All right. So if there's nothing anybody else wants to see, and Rich went from wanting all three to not wanting any, so these are going away. Unless anybody else wants them.
87 proof.
87 proof what? The set? The $4 set? It's like way at the bottom. Urgh. There you go. 87 proof set.
Thank you, John.
You do what?
Payment. That's one side.
All right, this is going to Ramon. Is there anything else you missed, Ramon, that you wanted to see?
Wrong one. Everything laugh out loud. Okay, we're not gonna be here for another.
Yeah,
3 hours.
we'll have some West Points going for a week from Thursday. For
I'm
the
not gonna be doing that.
American Memorial and the Lowell. I can't sit here and show everything again. That would take all night.
Right?
Silver bar. Is it
That was-
awesome Eagle bar? Silver bar.
Nice and pretty eagle.
Awesome Eagle proof. 1 ounce. Cindy keeps saying she thinks it's a Silvertown bar. I'm guessing that's a company or something that she's referring to.
It is, Cindy, you are correct.
Is that one of the companies, I assume?
Very well known. It's okay, Cindy. We know what you meant.
I don't know, I just grabbed it because I love that eagle design, and I figured somebody else would too. Plus, you know, it's announced the silver.
And Ramon says mine.
And Ramon is the guy that decided he really likes it. Next. The Standing Liberty Quarter is still available. The commemorative dollar is still available. The Morgans, well, three out of the 4 Morgans. One piece dollar. The commemorative silver dollar. That really old Canadian dollar. The Canadian Mint set.
Okay, Ramon. Will do. He said that he'll look at the list and see if he likes something and email us.
Okay. All right. So we're going to call it a night and get out of here.
Bye, everybody.
Again, a reminder, we will not be here on Thursday, but we will be back on Monday. Because that's our wedding anniversary. Thanks, Smokey.
Hi, Smokey. Bye, Smokey.
Battling with the ex-girlfriend. You know, that's the beauty of an ex, is that you don't have to care anymore. You can just be like, woman, go away.
Bye, Hidden.
All right, we're going to get to work on getting the invoices done and getting packaging done and all that fun stuff. All right, so coin digging we're holding. Hiddens we're still holding. Anybody else that wanted us to hold it? Thank you, everybody, for the happy anniversaries.
All right. Yes, it's gonna be our anniversary on Thursday.
Yep, 5 years. We've been together for 19 years, but we've been married for 5 of it. Thank you.
And we got married on Halloween.
All right, we're going to get out of here. Everybody have a great night.